Okay, guys, we're back. Okay, we're on vacation mode, but you know the show show goes on, right? So what we're looking at in particular, and today we had Microsoft earnings and Google. Those are the big boys on today. Tomorrow we will have Meta and a few others, but those are the big boys, right? Tomorrow morning we have Boeing as well. So when we look at what's happening today, let's talk about some of the action we're getting in the after hours. Now we had Google beat, which was nice, and Google's still kind of running into like 230, right? I believe it's around 230. It's around 230, give or take, right? Microsoft getting a little bit of a pullback. Their earnings weren't fantastic, and I was not concerned about their earnings. I want to say that right now. I want to make that really clear. I read through them, wasn't concerned. They still have big partnerships, a lot of big stuff still happening. I think the writing on the wall is what's happening to indexes so far and the reaction that we're seeing right now. Okay, sorry the audio is a little bit trash, but it is what it is. Video is not going to be too long today. Also, like, subscribe, do what you got to do. You know, I'm not going to go too much into that today either. So far, and you're going to be able to hear a little bit of the Rugrats behind me, but you know what? Like I said, the show, it goes on, right? So when we zoom in here really quick, we're seeing a reaction at 15.7, a little bit of a rejection into the end of the day, pushing down here, you know, for the last 4 hours. Now, better look is looking at something like ES, and ES has been the big one here. Now, if you followed me on Twitter, which I recommend doing, but we'll go into that here in a second. With ES, we saw that bull flag here on about the daily and the 4-hour time frame, right? So we can see that bull flag. You're breaking out, still holding. That's good. This is what we've kind of been watching for. In particular today, if you were trading, you know, the break of 45.9, that was it. That was kind of what we needed to see. You know, we go to some of these smaller time frames. You know, we're still above it. You know, that's the big level we're watching. If you're watching indexes, 45.90, that's it. That's what we're watching on ES. And in my opinion right now, the pullback that we've seen on Nasdaq and tech has been directly led back into some of these other indicators, and in my opinion, a rotation. And then we saw some of that rotation kind of come to fruition today with tech getting more love. And I think what's happening with Google and these other names can only strengthen what's happening. Now, my feelings about Meta's earnings have kind of shifted a little bit. I think the user base on Threads was very inflated in the beginning, and now it's kind of slowing down. And we need to see if new patches are going to come through for actual growth and organic growth. If organic growth can flow into Threads, I believe Threads can be a big competitor. I think Twitter is also rushing a few of these things as well, you know, transitioning to X and these others, whatever, right? I mean, I'm on Twitter. I don't care, right? So that's where we're at right now. But I still think Meta has a lot of opportunity to smash on earnings. Okay, I want to make that really clear. We need to know that. So that's what we're looking at going into tomorrow. Now, I'd be a fool if I didn't say that there's a possibility that a double top is maybe taking place, right? I'd be a liar. I'd be a liar to you if a double top wasn't in the potential or the playbook. Okay, so I want to be very transparent. This is potentially possible, right? Any position that I have, in particular right now, the only plays I'm playing is Tesla and Apple. I have at least 3 to 4 months on all my plays. Okay, I'm not going on anything short dated. Short dated is a mistake. You're over leveraging. You're gambling. I've seen a lot of comments on people saying that they're going very short dated, and I don't get it. I get it. You want to get rich quick tomorrow? Not me, right? My goal is to get rich quick over time. And right, get rich quick over time, right? Oxymoron. But if we look at it's having a plan. It's being patient, right? That I try to practice what I preach. And so that's what I'm doing here. I'm very aware of going into tomorrow. There's a lot of big things. We have Meta earnings and, of course, FOMC, the rate decision. I anticipate a rate hike will be coming. Could be wrong, but I think a 0.25 is coming. But I still want to say right now, even with what's happening, even with what's taking place here, we look at semiconductors. We look at what's happening on NQ, right? Really quick in NQ. The reaction that we're seeing does not justify a sell-off in my opinion. Okay? It hasn't flipped the tide for me to be bearish yet. None of that's happened, okay? Why? Because we're still making higher lows, we're still making higher highs. That's that on the grand scheme of things, on the 4-hour, the 1 day, the weekly, it's clear on higher time frames the trend is still your friend. Now we're dangerously close to breaking it. To breaking trend, breaking structure. Now, I will say you need to get below like 15,000 minimum to even consider being bearish, but these are still things you're looking at and considering. ES being even more bullish, than this, right? You're clearly still at the top of trend. So again, have a level head, be patient, understand what's happening. Again, people are gonna be like, Tyler, well, are you not streaming FOMC again? I'm not. There's no reason for me to. There's no reason for me to be active during FOMC. I schedule these vacations. I schedule to get away from the market during these times. Why? So I don't even get tempted to over leverage. I don't even get tempted to trade the stupid price action, right? I'm not going to get sucked into it. Why? Because I'm practicing what we're preaching here. We have a plan. Hey, Ali, calm down. Calm down in there, okay? I'm almost done with this video, okay? But get ready for tonight, baby. Vacation mode's here, right? So again, that's what we're looking for. If you have any questions, please comment down below. Be patient, but so far this reaction, especially for Microsoft, could have been a lot worse, especially when we look at names like, something like Apple, right? Give you a quick look before we wrap out of here, right? Before we skedaddle. We look at Apple. I mean, you still look good in the after hours. You pull down to like 193.4. Potato, tomato. You still look good. For me, for my house, for my family, we're still buying the dip, boys. We're buying the dip so far, right? Love you. See you tomorrow.